I'm always curious to see who's going to start the thing off. Is it a sacrificial lamb, or is it somebody who can wire the field? Is it somebody who can take down the California Mafia? I'm telling you right now, I didn't know whether or not he'd be here, but now that he is a guy that can wire the field. We're going to start this thing with somebody who's got a shot at it and taking down the California Mafia. First stop, Smack Off 18. I'm not wasting time. We go to San Antonio. Gino in San Antonio. You start us off. Gino, what's up, bro?
Man, top 5 all-time favorite song, Baba O'Reilly, but I'm pretty sure that Daltrey and Townsend don't even know what that song's about. Hey, Romy, dude, I'm really sorry that I have not called the Smack Off since 2001. I was going to call, man. I really was, but one year my phone battery died, and then an old friend came in from out of town. I ran out of gas. Somebody stole my car. That was an earthquake, a terrible flood, locusts. It wasn't my fault. But, you know, the more things change, let me guess. Half the people who are calling in today are already dead weight, and the other half are attempting to negotiate with their local affiliates for their own 11 p.m. to 3 a.m. live sports talk radio show. Tell me I'm wrong, Romy. You can't. And what's all this talk you're giving me here about the SoCal Mafia taking over the 2012 Smack Off? L.A. ain't got nothing on the Spurs, and they ain't got nothing on me. So here we go, wire to wire. Let me take another shot in the dark. At some point today, Trapper's going to tell us, I'm a made man, and you're not. Yeah, well, you know, that's true. But at least we don't all sound like Abe Vigoda gargling glass shards in the men's room, Trap. And Joe in the OC, is he still playing for the men's team? You know, I'm not trying to say anything with that, but he is one of the only callers that I can judge people's orientation by how much they enjoy his calls. That and my Judy Garland records. Hey, I'm just kidding, Joe. After the show, we'll get ice cream, okay? And did Jay Moore get a radio restraining order after that public beatdown he put on Victoria during the Smack-Off last year? Man, I hope Jay shows up today. Because if Chris Brown can act like he's got nothing to be ashamed of, I see no reason why you can't rejoin society either, Jay. And hey, Mike and Indy, what's your problem? What are you, like Brad's personal Smack-Off Sherpa? You talk about him so much, you carry his junk halfway up the mountain every year. Knock it off, you idiot. And Jolene, the Zoe Deschanel of the jungle. Not since Quinn the car fixer has anybody been so unintentionally funny to me. You know, Romy, you're giving her way too much credit for strategery, dude. She's not tactical, but she is a savant. I'll give her that. Seriously, throw toothpicks in front of her. She'll tell you how many hit the floor before Bodie can even figure out what a toothpick is. So you won the hack off. Congratulations. And in a related story, Kyrie Irving won the NBA's Rookie of the Year award, and nobody knows what team he plays for. Jolene, you got about as much shot of winning the Smack-Off as Tim Tebow has of winning the Super Bowl, and the only way he passes a football in the Super Bowl is if he swallows one before the game. But I'm really glad that Jolene's in the Smack-Off. I'm not kidding. I really am. In fact, I wish more Hack-Off participants would get invited. That would be really nice for me. It'd be like lifting weights in a gym filled with old people. You just put 10 pounds on each side of the bar and throw it in the air about 20 times, and you dominate the room. And Israel, or August champion, as I like to call him. You know, I see on Stucknut that people are calling you Israel the steak knife, but that doesn't really make any sense to me because second prize is steak knife, third prize is you're fired. But I guess Israel, you're fired doesn't really have the same ring. No, all right, I get it. It's steak knife. Nobody in the history of the jungle has ever managed to simultaneously quote so much scripture while verbally violating all of them at the same time as you. Not since Ron Artest changed his last name to Peace has irony and hypocrisy inhabited so fully the exact same space. You know, I crack specifically on some of your content, but I have no idea what you're talking about. Siri has no idea what you're talking about. And if you learn nothing during your next incarceration, at least go look up the word edit and put it into practice. I'm not kidding. Drew Brees contract negotiations can't figure out why your calls are taking so long. You need to figure out some way to relax before you call, brother. I mean, I don't know what you got to do. Go get another neck tattoo or threaten Mormons, you know, whatever it is you do for fun, but something. And I have no idea who this mystery sports star caller is today, but it's either got to be Elkington, Delonte, or Shelton. And I'd say Brian Wilson, but I think his beard would finish ahead of him. But here's a little something to think about for whoever you are, celebrity participant. When you call in today, you're not going to be surrounded by your paid friends who laugh at everything you say because you make their car payment. This is a smack-off punk, and unlike the Octagon Shale, punches in the package are not outlawed, they're required. And you're not being interviewed today. You're going to be eviscerated. Nobody wants your autograph. They want your dignity. So take my advice and go get yourself in a rear naked chokehold right now because it'll be less painful. But here's the thing about the real smack-off callers, Jim. The most memorable calls that have ever been made to the jungle, they didn't come from the legends. They came in the form of unplanned train wrecks during phone calls made by unknown one-hit wonders. What am I talking about, you ask? I'll answer these questions here first. What? No. Next caller. Just ask the question, please. Next caller, not talking about Carbone. No. Next caller, not talking about Shawnee. No. Next caller, not talking about Brad. I'm talking about Rednecks choking on the chew. Next caller, not talking about Silk. No. Next caller, not...
Can't believe it.
You don't like that call.
Can't believe Gino got run.
Not a very good call.
Just too long. It was just too long with no end in sight. And a bad phone line. Bad phone quality. Good content. Legendary caller, but running on too long, even for the first call, and it seemed to me there was no end in sight. I didn't know where he was going with it. I didn't know when it was going to end, and my thought was, well, I'll give the guy a little bit of rope. But if it's 20 seconds or 30 seconds more, that's fine, but I don't know. It feels like it's going to be 2 minutes longer, and the phone quality was bad. Guys like that are going to get some leeway. The stars get certain calls, but not every call. Dwayne Wade can't run over Darren Collison and not get called. All right, so I hate to have to do that to Gino. It was a good call and a call that could have contended. Keep that in mind, clones. He's coming up on 5 minutes with a bad phone line. 1-800-636-8686. All right, so did I do the right thing or the wrong thing? Do what I did. I'm not taking it back. But go ahead. Get on Twitter. Talk about it. Hashtag it smackoff. Gino, first one in. I respect it. He wanted to wire the field. He just went on too long. Again, I'm not saying there's a time limit, but if I feel like you're going to go 5 or 6 minutes and you're not nailing it, bam, 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 and there's no end in sight, you're going to get hooked. Even Gino will. All right, you know what I want to do? I want to take a break. Let's take a break, and we'll come back. Let me get your reaction. Who's going to win? Who do you like and why? And you go ahead and shoot me your thoughts on Twitter or email about that phone call. Did you like it or not? Was that a call that could have won? Did it go on too long? Got a few coming up next. I'm looking at the board right now, and what I see guys in the field, but nobody who's won. Guys bidding for their first win. Gino was the first one through, didn't make it to the end. It is the Smack Off. Smack Off 18. We are live in SoCal. We're coming right back.